Now let's talk about traveling. Since myself, I love to travel. Like my
Okay.
desire is to travel, but next year, February, I'm planning to go to the Philippines. So
Oh,
how many countries did you travel so far?
I can't count them because I've been to quite a lot. A lot of
Wow.
Asia, a lot of Europe, some of Africa, islands. So I've been to quite
Wow.
a lot. And I personally, let me be honest with you, I prefer European countries.
European countries.
Yeah, maybe it's because I'm not a huge fan of certain countries. It's just, first of all, I don't really like man-made countries because there's no history there. And I'm a very
Okay.
historical person. I like history, like Egypt has a lot of history, or, like
Yeah.
Malta has history, or this country. But the other thing is that I feel like some of the countries that you go to,
Mm-hmm.
how can I put it? Like, I don't know, like I personally wouldn't go as a woman on my own. Because there are some countries where you just don't feel comfortable.
Comfortable, yeah.
No, no, them countries, like I've been with my family.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I've had family with me, I've been to them countries. Like I don't want to go because, see, the thing is that a lot of females go, and then when they see these females, they already have this thing in their mind. They have that mindset, and
Yeah.
it's completely wrong.
It's completely wrong.
You shouldn't think this thing. Like if somebody comes to England, we don't
Mm-hmm.
have that thinking about any single woman who comes. We're not gonna think anything, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But there are some countries they're like, wow, they've come alone. What hotel do you stay in, and what do you do, and can I buy you a coffee, and can I get to know you, and no,
Yeah.
why? We're a tourist. There's a difference between being friendly and there's a
Mm-hmm.
difference between being perverted. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Like here, everybody's like, good morning, how are you? Good morning, how are you? That's normal.
Yeah, that's normal.
But they're not perverted. They don't stare at you. They don't check you out. They don't make you feel uncomfortable. There's some places where people will sit so close to you by purpose on
Ah,
buses or
yeah.
trains. You don't want to go there. And I
Mm-hmm.
like the fact that even I've been to Eastern European countries, right? Like Hungary and places. I love
Yeah.
it. For me, it's like I don't have an issue. If I go anywhere, I'm confident.
Yeah.
I'm not shy. I'm not bothered. I'm like proud of my skin or how I dress or who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're like that, everybody likes you. If you
Yeah.
and a lot of the time, I always say to people, like so many people will say to me, "We had a bad experience. We had a bad experience," and I'll tell you why you had a bad experience most of the time. It's because if you are not friendly and you give off that negative energy,
Yeah.
obviously a person doesn't want to talk to you if you're not polite or kind. I don't have that issue with no one.
Really. So you never have a
Never.
bad experience when you explore the world?
No.
Wow.
No, because I'm always friendly, I'm talkative, I laugh and joke with people. And yeah, nobody's like that. Even I've been to remote countries where
Mm-hmm.
there's, people like myself wouldn't go, or female
Yeah.
travelers, Muslim ones wouldn't go. And it's super safe, it's super fun. No one looks at you. It's super comfortable. And I would actually urge women to
Mm-hmm.
do this thing because traveling gives you a sense of culture. It gives you an understanding. It gives you, like, you can relate to people, because you
Yeah.
see different cultures, you see different religions, you see different people.
Yeah.
You need to get out of your shell.
Yeah. Comfort zone.
God made a big world for you to see, for you to appreciate.
Yeah.
It's the lack of knowledge. I don't know because obviously
Mm-hmm.
they've never been to these countries, they've never seen these people, so they don't know.
They don't know.
Maybe if you made some friends with people and you talk to people, then you'll get to know.
Yeah, you get to know people. Like,
Yeah.
I have one question for that while we are still there. Like, what travel advice would you give to someone traveling internationally for the first time while we are at that point?
It depends where they're traveling to. Like, I would give different advice for Europe. I'd give different
Mhm.
advice for like Asia, or like, if you're going to like, say, if you're going to like Turkey, or if you're going to Pakistan or India or Arab countries. So I would give
Yeah.
different advice for different countries. Personally,
Mm-hmm.
for me, I would say if you are going to a lot of the Muslim countries,
Yeah.
try to travel. If you're a female, try to travel with a male with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because even in these countries, a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
time women don't go out alone. They go with their brothers, or they go with their brother-in-laws, or they go with their fathers, or they go with their husband.
Uh-huh.
So it's better. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying it's dangerous or it's going to be a problem. It might
Yeah.
not be, but to be on the safe side, it's like in an Arab country, I couldn't really do nothing. Or if I'm in these countries, it's harder for me to do something than it is in Europe, because
Uh-huh.
we speak the
Yeah.
language, we have the same cultures, we have the same things. It's very easy to get home. You can still do something. So I would say if you are traveling alone as a female, be
Mm-hmm.
very careful, be aware. Never, never, doesn't matter how friendly someone seems, doesn't matter how nice someone seems, like make sure you keep your bag safe. Make sure you always look around, like if there's anyone following you or not, because people are stupid. Seriously, they just go on holiday and they don't know nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never give your number out. Never tell your hotel. Basically, don't talk about any personal information at all,
Yeah.
no matter how amazing the guy is or how handsome the person is. Don't do it, because that's where you're going to be at fault.
Oh,
Yes, they're
yeah.
going to offer you, I will pick you up. Obviously, if somebody's picking you up, they need to know your hotel. They're clever. There's a lot of people
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
to their
Oh,
countries. They
yeah.
don't they don't say to you that where's your hotel. They'll say, oh, I'll pick you up. Number one.
So
So
you
then
have
you
to
have to
give
give
the
your,
details.
yeah. Oh, let's go for a coffee. Okay. I've heard stories that people have told me. The women
Yeah.
would be disgusting. There's a lot of countries I've been to where the men have said
Mm-hmm.
that the women are really easy. If you offer them a cup of coffee, or you offer them like to pick them up, they don't
Yeah.
care, right? So they have to be careful. So
True.
that's my advice. Males, it's different. For guys, it's
Yeah.
always different in all over the world. It's different for a man. But for females, it's always different.
Yeah. It's always different. So you have to be on the lookout. Okay. I hope people got that. Have to be on the lookout. So, what is really the difference between a tourist and a traveler? Like, is there really a difference between a tourist and a traveler? Do you think there's a difference there?
See, a tourist is a person that might not travel that often.
Uh-huh.
So for the time being, like I could say I'm a tourist, but if you're a frequent traveler, like a traveler would mean that you frequently travel. But a
Mm-hmm.
tourist actually just means somebody from out of country, somebody from a different country. But a
Uh-huh.
traveler is somebody who goes around the world or goes to different places and countries and things like that. So like I would obviously class myself as a traveler and not really a tourist, because some places I've been more than once. So I'm not
More
really a
than
tourist. Yeah, because I know where I'm going and I know what I'm doing, you know. So it's like when people use taxis, and when you do currencies, you always
that.
have to be extremely careful. You have to do
Yep.
your research before you go as well. When people book holidays, they don't understand like, where am I booking it? Is there any food? How far is the hotels? How far is the beach? How far is the shopping? How much is a taxi? Because all this is
Yeah.
going to cost you a lot of money in another country. So you
Yeah.
have to be able to account for all that as well, which some people
Mm.
don't know. It's not that
Do
easy
you
just
do
to book a
your
holiday.
planning yourself, or you get an agent to do it for you? How do you do it?
No, I never go to an agent because I feel the agent is expensive and they take their cut. So I
Oh,
directly book with the airline. So first of all, I might look for a package. If I'm going by myself here, like now I came by myself, I will just go
yeah,
for a package deal. So my food, my flights, my hotel, and my taxi to the airport and back, it's all included. So I don't need
okay.
to be going different places. But when I'm traveling with family or with
Mm-hmm.
my sisters or whoever, then I will book everything separately because it's cheaper. Because sometimes you can get a flight for £25. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then the hotel, say we are three sisters, even if it's two, £300, it's nothing because we're sharing. Actually, the
yeah,
thing is, when I travel with them, we share everything. We share the taxi, we share the food money, we share everything. So it doesn't cost us that much. And it works
yeah.
out cheaper. Like sometimes people book
Mm-hmm.
a taxi before they go, but in some countries, don't book the taxi beforehand because they charge you more. It's
Really?
better, yeah, it's better sometimes in some countries when you land, there's already
Mm-hmm.
taxis outside. You just use one of their taxis because they have a rate already on it. So it
Oh,
depends. Like when I went to Hungary, we didn't book a taxi. We just
no,
got
you
out
found them
the.
there.
They're all outside, so we just got out the airport and then we just got a taxi and we just went to our apartment. So
Wow.
that's how it is.
All right. All right. How do you do your research? Like some people, maybe they don't know how to do research, how to Google stuff. If you have like to encourage them or tell them something, how do you do it?
I use
Because
Google and I use a really good company most of the time, TripAdvisor.
mm-hmm.
And TripAdvisor will give you reviews for anything and everything, right?
Oh,
So even if you type in like, is there a supermarket near this hotel? Like if you have the hotel's name, you're booking somewhere. And
yeah,
I usually book my hotels from booking.com. So the more you book with them, the more discount you get. And it's a really good company. And the thing with booking.com in England is it gives
mm-hmm.
you the price for the whole stay. Like I don't like when the website shows you per night. I don't want to know
Yeah,
per night. I need to know for the whole trip. And
for the whole until you go. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, so that's one of the best sites to book on, booking.com for me.
mhm.
And for reviews, like I said, if you just type into Google before you do it, don't book
Yeah,
anything. So say you want to go to, I don't know, Italy, yeah, and you want to
yeah,
go to Rome. So type in Italy, Rome, what to do. It'll bring up all the list. Watch the YouTube videos. Watch
yeah.
them. Watch the vloggers or the travelers. Watch how much the entrances are. Because sometimes you go there,
Mm-hmm.
like when you go in the summer, you're not even going to get time to look at the Vatican City. It's that busy. You're just going to be wasting your time. Like it's
Yeah,
better to go off season. Like so, 2 weeks ago, it was the children's holidays. So it was peak
yeah,
season. Now it's a little bit less. But mind you, in the summer, it's expensive anyway. Second thing is that they charge an entrance for everything. So you have to understand. And then there's a lot of hotels, by the way.
yeah.
People think that they're paying for their food and they pay for their food, but they don't get any drinks included.
Mm,
Drinks are separate. So if you add every single thing up, it's really expensive. Uh, so
really.
that's why, like, sometimes it might not be worth you booking the hotel because the hotel is so expensive. Even without food, it's expensive. Sometimes it's cheaper to book an apartment. But with
Mm-hmm.
an apartment, like a lot of people don't book apartments, and I'll tell you why. It's because they're lazy. They don't want to do the research. Because in your apartment, the thing is, right, you have to
Mm-hmm.
find the supermarket. Yeah. You're
Yeah,
going to another country. So some people they like can't do it. They get stressed. You don't need to get stressed. What's Google there for? Use Google Maps. If you type in
yeah,
supermarket, it brings up all the closest supermarkets. It gives you directions. If it doesn't give you directions, ask somebody. If you've
yeah.
already researched that there's 2, 3 supermarkets near my hotel, You just go down to the reception and you say, "Can you book me a taxi, please?" They'll book you one. You ask them first, "How much is it?" and book your
Mm-hmm.
taxi. Do your shopping, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it might only cost you like 50, 60 euros to do the shopping for the week, but maybe your food is costing with the hotel more.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So you okay? Wait, you say there you can ask at the reception if they can book for you a taxi. Those things are at the apartment already. You can do that. I didn't know that. Like
right,
for
so even
taxi
so
part.
did this apartment, a lot of the apartments in Europe, yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
apartments always have a reception. They always have a desk. So you want to do sailing, you want to do paragliding, you want to do jet skiing, you want to do safari, you want to go to the zoo. They can actually book everything for you at the reception. They are there to
Oh.
advise you. When you need advice, like how far is this, where can I go, what is good, what is this, you can ask them. They should know. But end of the day, we are not living in the 1900s. There is
Yeah.
Google. People,
Yeah.
please use your brain. Use Google and find out. You know, I did it yesterday. Like I just I just randomly went out my hotel and I started walking, and I found like a little shopping center, and I went there, and like I was asked, like, did you not get lost? I'm like, no. Why? I have a brain. There's people outside. I can ask them. There's taxis parked outside. It's not a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
because the thing is, when you start to stress about something, or
Mm-hmm.
when you got have that fear, things get worse when you have that fear. So you need to let go of the fears. It's with anything. You can't be like that. You can't have that approach in life. You really can't.
Yeah. A lot of people we are scared to ask people like ask direction,
I'm
but
not.
the best thing is Google. Like Google, you can find anything
I
on
ask
Google.
anybody. I ask anybody. Honestly, I don't care. I'm not bothered. What's the worst that can happen? Somebody can say to you, I don't know. What they're gonna do?
Yeah.
Eat you? You don't need to be
No.
scared. Nothing's gonna happen to you. So for me, it's just like, just enjoy yourself. If you want to do something or you want to go somewhere, you only have one life. Go.
Yeah.
If you can do it, go. Experience
Go.
something. Enjoy something. Like I want to go to some other countries and I want to do some stuff. I'm gonna go. I'm not bothered what somebody thinks. Like, people be bothered about what people think. How can you live your life like that then? People are never happy. Even your best
True.
friends are the ones that are the most jealous. They are like enemies. They stab you in the back.
Yeah,
Like they say, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies even closer. So it's one of them
closer.
things. You have to keep them really close, because really, when they say to your face, we're happy for you, they're not.
Yeah,
It's a lie.
it's
It's
a
a lie.
lie something.
So
Yeah, true.
I would say there's a lot of things with traveling. So many things. Because I even now, like I said to my son, you need to travel alone. You need
Really?
to
Which
start.
one?
Yeah.
The older one or the other one?
No, the oldest one. Like I said, you need to, like, know how to book flights. You need to know how to book things. You need to be able to board a flight, look after yourself. I don't want them being like that. I don't want them being scared. I don't want them being nervous. It's
You.
not gonna. I have family members that are like that. Seriously, they cannot get on the plane and go anywhere.
Really?
Seriously, and
Okay, do you think a lot of people they actually say no, I cannot travel because I don't have money? Do you think money is an issue? Do you think you need a lot of money for you to travel or you just
no,
need to plan your travels?
no, because I have friends also, and I get asked this question a lot. Well, you're
Mhm.
rich in it. You're rich in it. You live in a posh area. You got money. You got No. We work hard for our money. We have priorities. Like with anything in life, if you always say, "I can't do it, can't do it, I can't do it," you're never gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's You gotta try. You gotta, even if you just save a few dollars a week,
Mhm.
you can make something. Like in England, honestly, when people say that we can't afford a holiday, it makes me angry. I'll tell you why. Because you
Yeah.
can get flights for £5 to Europe. When it's a sale, you can get flights for £5. Which person cannot afford £5.
£5.
Exactly. Right. And
Yeah.
your hotel, like people usually travel with their family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So say it's £100, because some countries they're quite cheap, you can go to them, yeah. So if it's £100 and it's like two, three people, it's costing you nothing.
Yeah.
And then okay, your taxi. Even if you just come on this type of a holiday and you don't really go anywhere, the beach is there, the pool is there, okay, your food is there, that's fine. You can't afford that. Why are you living in England then? I can
Yeah.
understand in different countries, but I always say it's how you prioritize your money.
No, yeah.
It's how, like I've always said in my life, that I want to do charity and I
Mm-hmm.
want to travel. And there is going to be nobody in this world that's going to stop me. Why? Because that's my dream. That's my aim. Like I believe in something, I aspire towards something, I want to achieve something, I have goals, I have dreams, I have aspirations. Like people don't have anything. Like in life, if you just go, you just wake up, go to work, come home, eat, sleep. What are you working
It's
towards?
so,
And like there are some people, yeah, like every year they are
mm-hmm.
just going to Morocco or Turkey. They are not going to any other country. One of my friends messaged me, right, on WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yeah.
like, wow, it's so beautiful where you are. Where are you? I said, oh, I'm in the Canary Islands, yeah. She said,
Mm-hmm.
wow, well, I won't go there, right?
Yeah.
She goes, oh, anyway, I want to go to Egypt, yeah. How
Mm-hmm.
do you book tickets and do stuff?
Yeah.
I said, I never ask anybody. We all live in England. We have a brain. You have Google. And I just said to her
Yeah.
that, look, yeah, if you want to go to Egypt in the peak summer, in the kids'
Mm-hmm.
holidays, it's going to cost you a fortune. It's well expensive. Yeah. So I go, just look around and see what's a good deal and then book it. Because the thing is, I don't really advise, I advise on main things, but not on
Yeah.
the holidays because everything has to be for what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, do you like the beach? Do you like the city? What do you want to see? What do you want to do? How long do you want to go for? What is your budget? Like, if somebody says my budget is £500, so you have to work within that budget, you know?
Yeah.
So it's these types of things. Some people are like, okay, I'm not even going to Europe. I just want to go Asia. So there's so
Yeah.
many things. So, the people have to know their own needs and then they have to tailor their holiday around their needs. Like me,
Wow.
I'm a solo traveler. I don't have any needs. I can go anytime. I can come back anytime. Basically, I can do whatever I want. I'm not
Are you are
restricted.
you are you a backpacker? Are you backpacker?
Yeah, I can travel really light with a backpack. I'm one of them women
How
that actually doesn't need. I actually went to Spain with a
yeah.
rucksack, with a backpack. Didn't even take a bag.
What necessity do you put there, like as a backpacker, as a woman, like talking to women, what to pack and what not to pack, like what not to forget when you are packing?
Okay, so if for me,
Mm-hmm.
basically what people don't understand is like, first of all, in England, yeah, all the small flights, especially that fly to Europe, yeah, they don't
Mm-hmm.
include your luggage. So they are just making 50, £60 for one suitcase. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now, when I went to Hungary and when I've been to other countries here, my seat is like £20, £25. How is it worth paying for the luggage, which is more than the seat?
Yeah.
And really, people get stressed and they overpack. Like this shirt, right? It's really light. It's light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's light, yeah.
Yeah. You need what? Two, three shorts or leggings or bikinis if you're wearing them. You just need like two shirts, maybe one white legging, one black legging. That's it. You're gonna wear one pair of shoes on your feet, trainers. Never travel
Mm-hmm.
in sandals or flip flops. Oh my God, I
Okay.
don't know why women do that. It's uncomfortable because you're on your feet for such a long time. Wear trainers, wear good
Yeah.
shoes. Pack one sandal, like one, like flat, whatever you want to wear, sandals or flip flops or whatever, just one in your backpack. This is weighing nothing. If I pack this in my backpack, this is
Yeah,
weighing
it's like
nothing.
it's nothing.
All the liquids they stop at the airport, right? You're not allowed to take liquids. Don't take toothpaste, don't take mouthwash, don't take soap, don't take shampoo. Don't need to take sprays and things. Do you know why? When you
Mm-hmm.
land here, you can buy it at the airport. It's cheaper and it's stress-free. Because when you have liquids in your bag, they're going to stop you at security and open everything.
Oh,
So don't do it.
wow.
Better that you just come here. Most of the time in your apartment and hotel, they give you shampoo and soap. So you don't even need it. And even if you do spend $1 on toothpaste and
Mm-hmm.
$1 on a toothbrush, you're not going to die. It's
I'm not
$2.
gonna do.
You know what I mean? So just buy it from here and maybe one body spray, yeah? Just buy one body
Yeah.
spray, that's it.